Hello. I'm Jeffrey K. Horkins. And these are all the same people who were here before. Except for Kate.
The space.
Which is to say Rosie B. Singer. She's not here because she's seeing a play of some kind. I've never seen it. It's supposed to be really good. Hey, but what we're going to do, because there were not any womp 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 20s, we are just going to give all this cool stuff away during Table Talk. When I say cool stuff, what do I mean? I'm glad you asked. Thank you very much. We're going to give away the Level Up Gold Sandstone Dice. I'm bewitched. And not only are the dice there, you can also get this pendant that you can use to cast magic spells.
What?
And that's right. And we have the dice box from our friends at Elderwood Academy. Now, is there anyone that you would like to appreciate?
I'm going to put these in the dice tray.
Oh, yeah, totally. Here, do this one too.
So you can see it.
See how beautiful
Whoever says the nicest thing about Ryan in the comments gets them for free.
I'll just give them to you.
Yeah.
They're mine to give away. Right now. No,
You're just putting a little rider on it, too.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Now, Walnut Dawn Grass, is there any...
Any new business?
Yes.
Yes, I have that new business. And I want to talk directly to me, Walnut, to Taurus Beastinger. And I know that you applied for the illustrious position of a wheel replacement. But you do have that soft bones condition. So let's see, what'll it be? Yeah. It's
that's not a good sign.
and I can't control it. It just, you got to try again next time.
It's automatic. Yeah,
Sorry.
do your best, obviously. Is there anything else going on with you, Dinar?
Yeah, so we'll do Big Daddy Dinar's Yum Yum Hut Super Great Owner hereby presents the Employee of the Week Award to, all right, first, got to get rid of the old dead weight Ickler. You basic. This week, new favorite person in the whole wide world, something like Thut adjacent. You aren't something like Thut. You're Thut.
You're all
to me.
fit and a...
You know what, though?
You're all that in a bag of Thut.
There's another way that it could go. It could also be something Lekeft.
Yeah.
Right.
or
it could
something
be
like that.
So me thing like so me thing.
It's just...
So you're gonna get one of these sent to you.
You got the menu.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a better version of this. I haven't printed it out. But you're gonna get that signed by me, laminated by Kinko's. Impressive. Times 2.
Shit. But do they get access to the Discord or?
Oh yeah, you get to come in the Discord, talk to me, ask me things. You can ask me for PAX tickets. I'll say yes.
You say yes, but you won't send them.
I'll say yes.
come.
Say whatever you need to hear.
They don't show up.
So what do you have, Kafris?
In my father's study, in my father's knife, there are many rooms, and there are many books. And I wish to give this gift, inspired by the Level Up Dice logo, to One Leaf Clover 8-3.
Oh,
enjoy.
Very specific.
My favor for a short time. No, that's not like Dinar. It's always in my heart.
No, for but a short time. And obviously, Dr. Brad dished up some cauldron tip for y'all. Omen was not going to be a part of this adventure, and then he was because he did the cauldron. So that turned out pretty good for me, potentially for Walnut. We'll take a look. Now, because she is watching less Miserables, she does not have an opportunity to appreciate verbally Nanababa.
Nababa. That's the thing you always say.
Nanababa. But we will make sure that the ritual of the constellation prize is retained 100%. Fear not. We'll get you hooked on up. Now, but Dice, Morak 101, well done. Hex Chest, Shauza, coming to you.
Shauza.
What a treat. Now, are there any MVPs to award?
Gotta go to those forms.
Yeah, the forms. We got a substantial amount of entertainment out of
Got
these
a whole
forms.
episode of paperwork, and
Yeah.
I loved it.
There was so much character stuff. It was just exploring those.
Yeah, that's the thing.
those
Like
bits.
whenever we get home, like we figured this out last time. Like whenever the characters get home, like just a lot of really good stuff happens. you know, like you have a chance to relax. Like that's where everybody can actually just like do more or less like RP
Yeah.
the whole time, and that's not done. This is actually the start of the next arc,
Right.
and it all takes place here in Red Larch. So good.
And it all happens.
Oh yeah, and I'll
Wednesday
happen,
night.
and I'll happen right here. No, is there any other information you would like to? Is there anything that you would like to ask me, your humble dungeon master?
That's a weird Auspicia interlude.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
So they
She
chose.
made a big mistake.
The Shadow Council chose who Auspicia would go to for advice, and I was overjoyed that they chose Kithris.
Wow.
That is weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was bonkers.
Yeah,
But it was the ultimate combo, right?
yeah. Kithris would have been like, I think it would have been, but that's weird, and my boss will get mad. But you kiss anybody you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like the idea of somebody leaving, like this what was this, like a circus guy?
Yeah.
Like he's just in town for a short time. That's pretty tough. It's like not recommended to start with that.
Kithris was obviously funny. Walnut would have been funny too. Rosie would have been too on the nose. It would have been like legit
this is the
grandmotherly
perfect
advice.
advice
Yeah,
you
it would have
could
been the
have.
right advice.
Yeah. Who else would have been terrible? Let's see. Coriander. What?
Coriander, yeah. Don't learn to kiss on that steel horse. No, Alyssa, is Kate gone as well
Yeah, she has to go to Origins
for next week?
Yeah, she's at Origins, and I'm at E3.
Okay, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is a totally legitimate piece of business that should be managed. So next week, this special boy and this special lady, both gone doing important stuff, but in their stead, we will have Dieth, which is to say Pro Jared, rolling through for a C team delight. And of course, it's going to be right here in Red Larch. So we'll have a really interesting playground for the team to mess around in there. Super excited.
ringer.
Yeah, he has to
Super-
deal with us two bozos.
Super excited about that. That's going to be good times. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at these juices.
What do we got?
So
You two are going to be there locking eyes, talking my leaky talk, and he's going to be like,
It's going to be all inside baseball.
on the outside looking in, yeah.
Nah.
no, it's going to be true. Now let's see. I'm going to scroll down here. Hey, will Kithris be leaving more deity Yelp reviews?
Oh, yeah. I will. No, that wasn't supposed to be an authoritative can open. In the Discord, they were talking about whether or not, like, what would happen if Strix and Kithris were talking about Sigil. It's Sigil. Come on.
I think it's Sigil.
I know.
But I'm not perfect.
But then, like, the idea that Kithris would have vetted these other gods and tried to, like, see what he thought and then leave a Yelp-esque review.
Oh yeah, it's that
really good.
Amazon tier type
Yeah.
thing. Like they're all wanting.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm just trying to get that elite status for my reviews. I like reviewing more than I actually care about.
You just want the
Being a-
badge.
Yes, that's all I care about. That's all Kithris wants. So yeah, I totally would write more of those. It's a good idea.
Indeed. Now, Vardana once says, hey, they were listening to some past Acq Inc. episodes. Whatever happened to the lizard that went with Rosie in the Chult adventure? They may be talking about Sebastian. Sebastian.
Yeah.
Ever
Now,
present.
Indeed. Now, Sebastian is in my list. There is a certain dice roll, depending on the scenario, that causes Sebastian to act for cauldron tips. But generally speaking, Rosie and Sebastian are sort of a team. Sebastian can emerge at any time at Rosie's will. It's like seizes the tail. Seizes the tail can jump out anytime.
It's like Oak. He's
Yeah.
been in there.
Yeah, it's just he's in that pouch.
Yeah.
S.A. Wells wants to know if there is an EPA reason why Walnut won't cast the same spell twice in one day.
There is not an EPA reason. There's an Amy trying to solve puzzles in an interesting way reason.
Oh, you're trying to branch out.
I get it. Branches. Yeah, somebody was saying that to about Dinar and Walnut, how their spells worked. And I just think it's more interesting if I don't have Speak to Animals might be the only one that I maybe would cast twice in a day.
Dude,
But it's
I
just,
am ready to speak as animals. So you let me know.
it just seems more interesting if you're, trying
Yeah.
to solve it different ways.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like
You don't want to go back to the well.
well, there are certain spells, like especially like someone was telling me that I could have used Lay on Hands when Rosie was poisoned the one time.
Yeah.
And it was like I was aware, and I actually thought about doing it, but then I was like, there's a plot reason. I don't want to mess it up.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, and
It's like, well, she's healed, but Kate's not here, so now what?
yeah, and it was like, I was like, there's like
it's okay.
situations like that where it's like, I don't want to keep using the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah. Explore the space.
Yeah, exactly.
Gillidan, apart from D&D, what are everyone's favorite RPG game settings, tabletop or otherwise?
Dungeon World.
Dungeon World.
What is that?
Dungeon World's like,
Ooh.
it's just like a really simplified kind of like streamlined
D6
fantasy
based.
like world experience. And I think it's a lot more like, it's just like really interesting if you played D&D to play that because like it's, I don't know. It's just so streamlined. Like I have no
more
other way to
narrative,
describe
right?
it.
It's looser, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, I haven't played a lot of RPG stuff, but Edge of the Empire, the Star Wars one, is super cool just because of how it is a lot more narrative, like collaborative too.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the thing about Edge of the Empire, and the system is actually separate now. I think they just call it Genesis too. So it doesn't have to be tied to a specific system. Those mechanics are now available just as a generic system.
Yeah.
And the main thing that I like about that game, and you can see it if you look up the Star Wars game we did at Oz. The main thing that's cool about it is that you can succeed poorly and fail well, as opposed to like it being more or less a binary thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I always try, from a descriptive perspective, to respect that a great roll happened, but there is something totally fucked up about how collaborative the Star Wars game gets when you fuck up in a way that helps your friend.
Yeah.
Like that's just weird. Like those are really, really massive concepts. But my favorite role playing system, aside from those two, is probably got to be Burning Wheel. I think Burning Wheel is bonkers compared to the rest of these games. The rest of this shit,
Just piss.
All right.
this dog shit. No, the thing that's special about that is that generally speaking, these games are war game derived, and so it's all about having your character who is functionally speaking a model, and they bop 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 around on the that's what's happening at some level abstractly, right? But in this, the whole team has a pool of hit points. That gets damaged. You all act sort of together as a collaborative group. So when your party is fighting, the party is fighting, and it's designed to model the conflict of groups at once, which I think is really, really exciting. There's a lot of mechanics around like physically sharing dice with friends. And
What about Ryan?
Yeah. What do you like?
This is your first RP experience.
Do you like anything?
I like Sody Pop.
Cats.
Want some of that?
So deep.
Well, let's say tabletop or otherwise. I haven't done a lot of tabletop RPGs. I've talked about that one superhero one that I can't remember. I played way back in the day.
But they're saying tabletop or otherwise.
Yeah. I don't really play video games either. This is all nerd stuff. I'm a big, cool dude. Sorry, guys.
You
great.
did beat
Board
me up
games.
earlier.
I did beat you up in the bathroom, yeah.
But I would say I would say the other system that you're familiar with right now, at least, is probably Worldwide Wrestling.
I'm excited to start doing stuff in that. We haven't played it yet. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. I've read the book.
Yeah, but listen,
Is the movie better? I don't think so.
You're
I'll tell you why.
You're halfway there. Lily to you wants to know what Kate's favorite moment from the Stream of Many Eyes is. I don't know.
Let's see. What did she like? When it was over.
When
had
she
a bad
went,
time
went to
and-
jail.
She played.
Oh, she did. Go to
She
jail.
played Rosie in like 3 games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then she, she did play a Dinar adjacent character in one game. So that was probably her favorite moment of her life.
Yeah, total.
That day or any day.
Yeah. It's my favorite moment in human history.
Yeah. It was my favorite moment. Because it was adjacent to me.
Ryan, this is from Starcrosser. They said that this is your first D&D experience.
No,
But have you since starting on the C team, have you messed around in anybody else's games?
no.
Just no RP. This is it.
This is it.
Monogamous.
I don't
This
have-
is exactly.
well, when am I gonna have the time?
That's
Indeed.
I would like to,
I would too, but
It's
but
fun.
it's just like I am like, oh man, I should do it at a PAX. Like, when the hell am I gonna have time? I can
Yeah.
barely find time to do a C team game at a PAX,
yeah,
and I can.
Exactly.
I will.
El Ninja Cupcake, always delivering the hits, wants to know, since Kithris no longer has drow eyes, does this affect his disadvantage on checks in bright light? Yes.
Oh,
I will not. That rule makes dungeon mastering very challenging,
I feel like
and I have spent a year and a half getting rid of that rule.
you have just as much chance to like forget to use it, or like I don't mind using it, but it's okay. It's fine. Is he really a drow anyway?
It would be super disadvantaged. Got all these eyes.
Bead Crushers. Question for Jerry. Very sorry if this is inappropriate. If so, can someone at me to let me know? Thanks. I've been wondering this for a while. Is Fen the obviator from the N team, Team N, Team Naiad, Rocket and Neverwinter style, on the autistic spectrum? I really like Fen, and I thought it would be nice for representation to show up in such a cool character. That is my perception of it. My son is on this very same spectrum. And there is in my work, a couple different places, I've tried to present that what I understand of that thought process, just in terms of how things are perceived and how things are modeled in an abstract way. That's definitely my intention. Somebody else might have a different read, but that's definitely my intention with characters like Finn. And the other character is Fife, but that's in a Lookout story that no one has ever read except me. Starcross.
It was very good.
Yeah, exactly.
it.
Hey, here,
Sound
NB
apparently
Caffeine wants to know if they can see the Doug fan art.
There's not Doug fan art.
No?
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good.
Because it wasn't Doug fan art.
I was trying to just draw a goofy looking guy that ended up looking like that.
Hey, Megzactly wants to know how long I've had the decisionist test ready to use at the table. Eric and I came up with some of the specifics that we wanted to do today, but I've known more or less how it would go. I like that psychological test in the vein of like Men in Black,
yeah.
where
Oh,
it's not actually testing what it looks like it's testing. That sort of thing turns my crank. Matt Will Jackson, Jerry, that's me. Do you ever see Omen and the rest of the main team becoming high-level NPCs and starting a new campaign in your own company with a 6th edition or something down the line? That would be a blast. Being bedeviled by my own fucking PC would be an absolute treat, honestly. I would enjoy that quite a bit. Hey, Taurus wants to know if there's an appeals process for rejected applications.
That's interesting. Apply again next week and find out.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be a system available for y'all. So, as someone who's only been watching Acquisitions Incorporated related streams to the past streams, how is Auspicia working for Drawn Enterprises? But she was inside the monster, and also was dead that one time at PAX years back. I'm very confused. You may have to get help from the Reddit or the Discord.
You can give a TLDR though.
Yeah. Functionally speaking, definitely catch the last part of the first season of the C Team. That is where it goes into sort of the metaphysics behind a creature called the Wandering Crypt, which is to say that it consumes people. And the system by which it does that is it takes a person into itself and it ejects like a mirror universe version of that person to go out and do everything that person would never have done. And it feeds on the disparity between the alignments. Maybe I've never been that explicit about it before, but that's literally what it does. Jerry, would you and Eric consider streaming one of your C-Team prep sessions? All us newly minted DMs out there would love to see the process. So pursuant to that, Eric and I actually have a podcast. It's for Club PA, which you can find at patreon.com/Club PA. Yeah, you're gonna go right now?
I'll check it out right now.
We have a podcast called This Old Lair. where we answer people's Dungeons and Dragons DM player world building type questions. It's about a half hour. We've been recording it every week. But that stuff is all going to be delivered to the Club PA side. So it's basically like if you like Penny Arcade type stuff, sort of enjoy the C team, there might be some more juice for you over there, extra strips, things like that. Well, hey, I think that's our game for today. Shadow Council, may our labors please you. Thanks so much for rolling through. We will see you again next Wednesday.
Hey, you did it.
Yay.
Wednesday.
You did it. Hey.
All right, do it.